Welcome back to Take the Leap Management and to the second episode of our series, the AI Revolution in Project Portfolio Management. Last time, we talked about the rise of AI in project portfolio management and how it's beginning to reshape the way we handle everything from decision-making to resource allocation. Today, we're diving into a more focused topic, how AI is helping organizations make smarter decisions when selecting projects to pursue. If you've ever been part of a project selection process, you know how tricky it can be. There's never a shortage of ideas or initiatives. Some projects promise big returns, others align with strategic objectives, and then there are the ones that carry significant risks but could deliver breakthrough innovation. Deciding which projects to pursue is a balancing act, one that often relies on a mix of data, intuition, and, let's be honest, organizational politics. But here's the thing. This approach often leaves a lot on the table. Projects get approved for the wrong reasons, priorities shift halfway through, and in some cases, organizations end up with a portfolio that's disconnected from their strategic goals. This is where AI can help. By bringing data-driven insights to the forefront, AI enables organizations to make more informed and objective decisions about which projects to prioritize. But as with everything we've discussed so far, it's not without its complexities and challenges. Let's break it down. At its core, AI can process and analyze vast amounts of data far more quickly and accurately than humans can. When it comes to project selection, this means AI can evaluate proposed projects based on a range of criteria. Potential return on investment, alignment with strategic objectives, risks, resource requirements, you name it. By doing so, it eliminates much of the guesswork and subjectivity that often clouds the decision-making process. Take, for example, a pharmaceutical company deciding which research and development projects to fund. R&D is notoriously risky and expensive, with years of work required before any results are seen. Using AI, the company can analyze historical data on similar projects, market trends, and even regulatory patterns to predict which initiatives are most likely to succeed. This doesn't just speed up the decision-making process, it increases the odds of making the right call. But here's where it gets interesting. AI doesn't just look at individual projects in isolation. It can also assess how a proposed project fits into the broader portfolio. For example, if two proposed projects target similar markets or rely on overlapping resources, AI might flag this as a potential conflict and suggest prioritizing one over the other. On the flip side, if a project complements an existing initiative, perhaps by targeting a new customer segment or leveraging shared infrastructure, AI can highlight this synergy and recommend pursuing both. This ability to see the big picture is particularly valuable for organizations managing large and complex portfolios. Think about a global conglomerate with dozens of projects spanning multiple industries and regions. The sheer volume of data involved is staggering. AI can cut through this complexity, providing clear, actionable insights that help leaders make decisions aligned with the company's strategic priorities. That said, we need to talk about the limitations and challenges of using AI for project selection. First and foremost, AI is only as good as the data it's working with. If your organization's data is incomplete, inconsistent, or biased, the AI's recommendations will reflect those flaws. This is a big issue, especially for organizations that don't have robust data governance practices in place. For instance, if past projects were consistently over budget, due to poor planning rather than inherent complexity, the AI might wrongly conclude that similar projects are too risky to pursue. Another challenge is that AI, by its nature, is focused on what can be quantified. Metrics like ROI, resource requirements, and timelines are easy for AI to analyze, but what about less tangible factors? How do you quantify the potential for a project to inspire innovation or improve employee morale? These qualitative aspects are often crucial to long-term success, yet they're difficult for AI to incorporate. That's why human judgment remains a vital part of the equation. There's also the risk of over-reliance on AI. It's tempting to view AI as a kind of oracle, a tool that will always give you the right answer. But project selection is rarely black and white. Every organization has unique goals, values, and constraints that need to be considered. AI can provide insights, but it's ultimately up to leaders to interpret those insights and make decisions that reflect the broader organizational context. One real-world example illustrates both the promise and the pitfalls of using AI in project selection. A global IT services company implemented an AI-driven tool to help prioritize its project portfolio. The tool was highly effective at identifying high ROI projects and flagging risks, but it also led to unintended consequences. For instance, the AI consistently deprioritized projects aimed at employee training and development because their benefits were harder to quantify. Over time, this created a skills gap within the organization, undermining its long-term capabilities. The company eventually adjusted its approach, integrating qualitative assessments alongside the AI's recommendations to ensure a more balanced portfolio. So, where does this leave us? AI is a powerful tool for project selection, but it's not a substitute for strategic thinking or human intuition. Its true value lies in its ability to provide a data-driven foundation for decision-making, one that leaders can build on with their expertise and judgment. Think of it as a flashlight. It can illuminate the path ahead, but it's up to you to decide where to go. As we wrap up today's episode, here's a takeaway to consider. AI can make project selection smarter, faster, and more objective, but it's not a one-size-fits-all solution. To get the most out of it, organizations need to combine AI's strengths, its ability to process data and identify patterns, with the unique insights that only humans can provide. It's about finding the right balance, leveraging AI where it excels, while staying mindful of its limitations. In our next episode, we'll explore how AI is optimizing resource allocation, a topic that's closely linked to project selection and one that has huge implications for organizations managing complex portfolios. I hope you'll join me for what promises to be another thought-provoking discussion. Until then, keep exploring, keep questioning, and as always, take the leap.